Hey, Danny here. I'm about to make a little quick video. I wanted to talk about something that I thought about. Listen, before you make it to anywhere in life, you know, before you make it to that next level, whatever, I think you gotta be honest with yourself. When I started going to the gym, before I even started gaining any weight, 'cause I was like super skinny. I'm talking, I was way too skinny. I used to look at other people and be like, nah, I don't want to be like that. He's too big. Nah, I don't like the way his body looked. Nah, he too muscled up. I was actually lying. I did want to look like that. But I just didn't know how to. I just felt like I couldn't get to that point. So I was lying to myself. And then I had to be honest. I was like, nah, I really wanna I really wanted to gain some muscle. I want to look like those people. What do I have to do? I had to carry heavier weights, which is something I wasn't doing. I used to go and be like, nah, I'm just going to do 30 minutes. 30 minutes is not enough. You certainly don't get that body that you want with 30 minutes a day. Nuh-uh. You got to at least an hour and a half. And that's what I did. But I had to be honest with myself first, because see, when you lie about your situation, your situation don't change because you're not being honest. See, life is not a game. The time you waste on looking at other people and their progress, you could actually use that time to make something for yourself. And don't envy other people, bro. You don't know what they got going on. And if anything, you should use other people's success as motivation. Like, now I can do it too, but in a friendly manner. If you want to compete, then go ahead and do your thing. But you should. I'm just saying, you gotta be able to look at someone and go, well, I like, if he was able to make it to that point, I can make it to that point too. Instead of hating on him, he always coming here with his car. I don't like that car. He think he all that, or she thinks she all that. Well, she's, he's all that. You gotta stop hating, bro, and get you working. Trust me, if you actually take the time to work on yourself, you're not gonna have time to look at other people or focus on what they got going on, because you're already working on yourself, and it's gonna take so much time and so much attention that most of other things are not like you're not even gonna you're not gonna try and look at other people's what daily lives or what they got going on. You're going to be focused on yourself so much to the point where that's the only thing that's gonna matter to you. you I think you have to get to that point where you're obsessed with whatever it is you're doing before you can even start seeing any type of progress. And you hear that a lot. People say that, oh, you gotta be obsessed with your work. You gotta be obsessed with your work. It is true. It is true. You gotta love what you're doing to the point where that's the only thing you're doing. You feel me? And you're not gonna have time for nothing else. And then when you do that for like a year or two, you're gonna start seeing results. But you can't do that if you're not honest with yourself. If you're not honest with your situation about who you are as a person, you know, you're losing, but you're acting like you're not losing. You're acting like you got it all under control. You don't have it all under control. Something's wrong. So what's wrong? Write it down. What isn't working? You feel me? What is it? Because something isn't working. Write it down. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with whatever it is you are in life. You have to accept it. And accept the fact that you can do better. Of course you can. But where are you right now? Is that where you want to be? Then you want to be somewhere else. If you want to be somewhere else in life, you gotta write it down and start working on it. And forget about everything else. I don't put my nose in other people's business. I don't talk about other people's lives. I literally don't know anything about anything. I'm not interested. I'm very reserved. If I was able to get to this point in my life where I'm only focused on myself and also the people around me, like my family, I had to let go of a lot of things. A lot of things. A lot of people. Because certain people, as much as you love them, they're not going to add anything to your life. Not that you're better than these people or whatever. You probably don't have the same goals. You gotta be honest, like, nah, if I want to be able to make it to the next step, I gotta let go of this person as much as I love him. As much as I love him. You gotta make these kind of decisions. You gotta cut some people off. You gotta focus on yourself. You gotta be honest with yourself about your life, about what you want, the things that you want. Usually people who say things like, "Oh, I don't, I don't like that. I don't want to be that big. I don't want to be that rich." What are you talking about? Who don't want to be rich? Let's cut the crap for a second. Everybody want money. You can't be criticizing rich people when you want to be rich. You cannot hate that which you wish to become. You can't. Gotta be honest with yourself. Honesty. Very important. And also, when you start being honest, I think Jordan Peterson said something once, the doctor, and I'm paraphrasing here. He said, whenever you tell the truth, whatever happens, whenever you tell the truth, is the best possible thing that could have happened. And I felt that shit. I really did. Because it's a certain level of freedom that comes after that. Because everything is clear now. You know the problem because you just said it to yourself. You just said it. You said the truth. What is the truth about your life? Are you where you want to be? And are you going to keep pretending like that's not your reality, like you didn't just mess up? So now you're stuck in the same place because you don't want to admit that there's something wrong with your pace and you're not where you want to be at. What are we doing? And this is your life. How many more times are you going to feel like a freaking loser to understand that you really are and that you gotta do better? I've been in that position myself. I know what it feels like. Success doesn't have to be big all of a sudden, overnight, no. Small steps, everything counts. But are you taking those small steps? Are you doing something daily that makes you go, okay, I did something today. I did something that means something to me. That's also success. It could count. Did you set a goal for today and you actually went through with it? To be able to say to yourself at night, yeah, I did this. I was going to do this. And then I did it. Did you? Everything counts. And if you're going to live life, at least, try to be the best version of yourself. Try to be that person who doesn't let go, who doesn't give up regardless of what happens. It's easier to say, listen, I didn't start gaining weight honestly because I would go to the gym and then stop. And then wonder why I was so skinny, bro. And then I made up my mind. I made a promise to myself that whatever happens, I'm going to keep going. Because it's easy to say, well, I had to stop because, yada yada yada. It's like, bro, you didn't have to stop. You just stopped because you're lazy. That's really why I stopped, because I'm lazy, or I was lazy. I made a promise to myself. I ain't stopped since. I could be tired. I would go and do 30 minutes, but I still went. I go anyway. Are you going to keep complaining about things that you can fix? Is that who you are? Do you not want to accomplish something daily and feel good for yourself? Like, yeah, I did something today. Wake up tomorrow, do the same thing over and over, all over again. Do it the day after that. The feeling of being disciplined or working on something for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. That says a lot about you. That tells me a lot about you. But you who wakes up, you can't even fix your bed. You can't even fix your bed. You can't do it every day. That's a problem. That is a problem. Be honest with yourself. That's my message. Be honest. And it's okay to tell the truth. I'm not where I want to be at in life. I'm working towards it. When you tell the truth, then everything falls into place. You start to see everything clear. And then now you know how to fix it. Because you know there's a problem. That's my message for you today. Danny, I'm out.